Coach, thank you guys for having me down here. I'm so honored. Wrestling fan right here. You guys, I love this sport. How many of y'all love this sport? I love to wrestle. There we go. See, I didn't start till I was 14. I see a lot of you are pretty young in you. That's awesome. Okay, I didn't start till I was 14, and I remember my first year, it was tough. I remember I finished last place. I think I only won like 2 times. Wrestling can be tough sometimes, can't it? Yeah. I think wrestling, though, it teaches you a lot about life, though, right? Because you get challenged in life, things can get hard, but you can never get up, can you? I mean, when you get thrown on your back in a wrestling match, what do you gotta do? No. Exactly. You can't give up, right? You gotta fight. All right, so that's something I learned, guys. I remember that first year wrestling. I remember just working really hard in the wrestling room, but I finished last place. I remember that season ending, and one night in my room, I'm sitting there, right? So I'm thinking about all the matches that I lost and being upset. I remember thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna set a goal for myself. I'm not gonna stop training until I'm the best wrestler in Arizona. That's where I grew up. I wanna be a state champion. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you something. You see this cool ring right here? This is what they gave me for winning the NCAA championship at Arizona State. Okay, but that night in my room, when I was 14, that's where this dream started. Okay, so I set up my first goal, my first dream. I want to be a state champion. So I wrote it down right here on this little piece of paper. See that? But state champion, you can do it on there. Raise your hand if you guys have a goal, you have a dream you want to accomplish. There you go. It doesn't just have to be in wrestling, in life, whatever it may be. I like that. Okay, so I'll encourage you all to do, when you have time, you write those goals down. All right? You write down those dreams. Every day you look at that, you got to tell yourself, you got to work hard to get it. Right? Every day I'm going to get a little bit closer to that dream. Because that's what I did, guys. And little by little, I was chasing this before I knew it. And there are a lot of people who didn't think I could do it. There are a lot of times where I kind of doubted myself. But there's a quote that I really love. Right? It's one of my favorites. It says, impossible is found only in the dictionary of fools. Right? There's no such thing as impossible. It's all up here. Right? I mean, how many of us have been in tough wrestling matches before? Sometimes you doubt yourself. Right? But then you fight through, and you get that win. Doesn't it feel really good? Or you overcome that challenge? And see, that's how I look at life, guys. Life is a big wrestling match, right? Things are challenging you, you gotta wrestle, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta keep going out there and fight. Unstoppable. Yeah, that's the word I like to use. Unstoppable mentality, how you think about things. It's all about how you approach your opponents. Right? Because when you're in a match, when you're about to wrestle somebody, see, the way I think about it, I'm not worried about what they're gonna do. Right? I'm not thinking about, oh, they're strong, they're tough, whatever. What I'm telling myself is, I'm strong, I'm tough, right? It's all about what you believe. It's all about how you approach the challenge. You gotta tell yourself, I'm gonna win this match. Yeah? So guys, I'm gonna show you a poem. This poem, it's very special. Okay, this poem, it's called Unstoppable. And after I won this championship ring, I got the opportunity to go to the ESPY Awards. And so I remember out there, I got to look out, all these world's greatest athletes were there. And so I'm looking at LeBron James and Serena Williams are all there. And so I shared this poem, and this poem, it inspires me. It motivates me to wrestle my challenges, on the mat and off the mat. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you, and then if you guys have some questions, I'm happy to answer them. And then after that, I'd like to show you some wrestling with some of my favorite stuff. Is that all right? Is that cool? All right, guys, so this is Unstoppable. Okay, I hope you like it. Every soul who comes to earth with a leg or two at birth must wrestle his opponent knowing it's not what is, it's what can be that measures worth. Make it hard, just make it possible. And through pain, I won't complain. My spirit is unconquerable. Fearless, I will face each foe, for I know I am capable. I don't care what's probable. Through blood, sweat, and tears, I am unstoppable. Guys, that's my favorite poem right there, so I hope you enjoy it. Questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. You got a question on this, sir? How old am I now? I'm 31 now. I'm not 31? Well, thank you. Right back there.
How old were you when you got your undefeated season?
When I got my undefeated season? Well, I know in high school, so I first started wrestling when I was 14, so I finished last place that year. My first undefeated season was my junior year. So I had to work hard for about two and a half years. My junior year, I went 48-0 in high school. Senior year, I was 48-0. And then in college, I remember my senior year there, I went 36-0. Right here. What was it like wrestling without a leg? Well, see, I was born missing my leg, so that's all I ever knew. And, you know, wrestling is tough no matter what, right? So for me, when you're figuring out how to wrestle with 2 legs, I just had to learn how to wrestle with 1. And so it was frustrating because there were times where I felt like I had to figure things out a little bit differently, might change the style up, but that's how what you do on the mat, right? Figure out your own style, figure out what you like, kind of add things on, change it up. So that's what I did. I'm gonna pass this around so you guys can check out the ring, all right? So see it? Yeah? Any question over here? The prosthetic? I did when I was really little, but I remember it was really heavy and really hard to move around in. And so whenever my mom would let me, I just used the crutches because I could move around real fast, I could run, and it got me stronger for my upper body. So it's kind of like I was doing dips all day long. So I like getting better. Right there.
How old were you when you set up the goal?
How old was I when I set up the goal to win? I was 14 when I wrote that. So I was 14. I didn't reach my state championship until, let's see, 14, until I was 17, my first state championship. So 3 years for that. And then I didn't get to college. I didn't wrestle there until it was 9 years to reach that ultimate goal of getting that ring. It's a long time. It was worth it though. Sir?
So how do you get bulls without a leg?
How do I get more without a leg? I don't know. But you know what? I mean, we're all born different. That's what my mom told me. You know, so yeah, I think it's cool. Let's go way back there. Yes.
Is your full leg or just like part of it?
My whole leg. I'm missing my leg above my knee. Yep. How did I know my stance? See, that was something I had to figure out. It took a little while. When I first started from neutral, I was standing up like everybody else. But the way my coach told me, he said, you got to focus on your strengths and camouflage your weaknesses. It's like, you got to focus on what you could do, what you can do, and not what you can't, right? So he said, your upper body's going to be real strong, so let's drop you on your knees and use your hands like another leg. So I learned how to do that. So my stance, I'll show you guys. So when I wrestle, I'm right here. So I go down here and I close, I can shoot like that. This is where I wrestle at. So when they're on neutral, we can't fight right here. I make guys wrestle my style.
Oh, yeah.
Go back there. One of my favorite moves. My favorite move is, I call it the Robles roll. I'll show you guys in a little bit. Okay, so what that is, I go from the ball and chain and flip all the way. That's something I got really good at, was tilts and near fall points, kind of moving around like that.
So a lot of our kids were being born when you were winning, when we saw you give your ASU speech. We as parents are hoping to convey to our kids the kind of heart and the champion that you are on and off the mat. What advice would you give these kids as it pertains? I know your mom was a massive influence in your life. What advice would you give these kids when us as parents are trying to encourage them to kind of run towards the pain?
I would say, you know, I remember a good friend of mine, when I told you guys when I was losing, you know, when I was struggling, I finished last place. There was a guy on our team, he was a state champion. And so I remember I'd go up to him and I asked him if he would start training with me and teach me how to be good like him. And one day, I remember a coach was having us, we were wrapping up practice, right? So he's okay, we got these last couple of drills, we're done. Right? So I remember coach says, all right, give me 50 push-ups. And so I remember I jump down, I do my push-ups as fast as I can, right? So I get to 50, then I stop. Take a drink of my water, catch my breath. I remember my buddy Chris, he's right next to me. And so he's still doing his push-ups. He looks up at me. He said, why'd you stop? I said, well, I did 50 already. He says, you gotta do more, keep going. I said, I'm tired, right? I did what coach asked. I don't need to do anymore. If I kept doing my push-ups. Next drill, coach says, all right, 20 bear crawls down the mat. And so I do my bear crawls. Again, when I stop, Chris comes by, tells him, keep going. And so I'm like, oh, I'm tired, right? I already did it. But I remember after practice is all done, Chris comes into the locker room, we're talking, he says, look, he says, if you really want to be the best, you got to push yourself every day. He said, it doesn't matter if coach says this, he's like, if you think you can do a little bit more, you got to do a little bit more. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to be a little bit better. See, there was a quote I really liked. It said, the prize is in direct proportion to the price. The greater the reward you seek, the greater the effort needs to be to achieve it. So wrestling's a tough sport, right? We got to pay the price of practice, don't we? It's not fun sometimes, is it? You know? Yeah, I know. But isn't it fun getting the medals? Yeah. It's fun reaching your goals, right? That's what makes it so special, right? Because you have to work hard for it. So Chris shared with me, sometimes things get tough. I'm thinking that's why it makes it special, right? That's what makes it so worth it to go for it. So.
You speak about being uncomfortable.
Being uncomfortable? Different? Yeah, so another thing I learned is, you know, when you're in practice, you get tired, right? You get that conditioning starts to set in, muscles are getting all sore. What Chris told me, what I learned is you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Right? You see a lot of the NCAA champions, all of the top wrestlers, the state champions, they start getting tired just like us. Right? But they push through that, don't they? See, that's what you got to tell yourself. I got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where the mental part comes in, right? That mental wrestling match. You got to fight through that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Right there. Did I? Lee Prince? Oh yeah, I know Lee Prince really well. Yeah, he's still coaching at Arizona State. He's a good guy. I got to wrestle him a little bit too. He's good. My favorite tournament? I would say my favorite tournament that I got to wrestle in was the Las Vegas tournament. A lot of tough opponents there. Right there? Yep. What singlets do I have? I didn't bring any with me, but I have my Sun Devil Wrestling singlet, so the maroon and gold one has the ASU, the pitchfork on the side. And then my high school wrestling teams, we were purple and gold. That was the colors. We were the Jackrabbits. So for that one, they got a big buff Jackrabbit and a singlet in the wrestling stand. I got those singlets right there. So right back there.